What's up, y'all? What's going on? Happy and blessed Monday, a new week, y'all. And I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope the start of your week is going well. Thank you again for tuning in, y'all. I just heard some crazy ass news, y'all. And the only thing that I want to say about that is this right here, y'all. I cannot believe what I heard a few minutes ago. It's a hot ass mess, y'all. This is the only thing I can say. Oh my God. Oh, y'all, I'm so damn silly. It's ridiculous. Y'all don't know the joke, but somebody knows what I'm talking about. Again, I just want to say, damn. Oh my God, I know there's going to be a copyright. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. What's up, Aber? How you doing? Y'all make sure y'all show Aber some love and support, y'all. Check him out. He's a gamer, so check him out and show him some support. Y'all. Hey, Jermaine, what's up? What's going on? Gerald, what's going on? Welcome to everybody in the bushes. What's going on, y'all? And welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. Oh, oh my God, man. You don't want to mess with the Shayster. Oh my God, y'all. I'm so damn silly. It's ridiculous. See, Shay got it all. She got it all figured out, y'all. That's on everything. I know how to fuck with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Oh gosh. Hey, Vincent, what's up? What's going on? I ain't seen you in a long time. All right. Sweet Lake City, Shades too. Forever. It's morning here. Okay, real far away. Okay, well, good morning to you. All right. And I hope you have a good Tuesday. All right. But anyway, guys, tonight we are going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about Donald Trump. His nephew says that he has the early signs of dementia. Okay. We're going to talk about the jury decision for the white woman who basically shot unalive this black lady. They were arguing and things like that. I told you guys about this story last July, I think. So I'm going to give you the update on that. And then the North Carolina woman. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Hold on, my allergies. Hold on. The North Carolina woman who she was unalive, okay, during a voodoo retreat. And I can't remember what else I'm supposed to be talking about tonight, y'all. Something else. Let me think. Oh, the lady who got unalive, a black lady who got unalive by the white cop. I'm going to show you guys that video, and we're going to talk about that real quickly as well. Okay. So we're going to see if we can talk about all these things in about an hour and a half, and then we're going to get out of here, y'all. Damn. So it trips me out, man. But anyway, guys, let me go ahead and ask you guys to do me a couple favors. If you enjoyed this content tonight, could you thumbs up this video? Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, can you subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos? Also, share this video and leave a comment once this video is over. And what else? Check out my other videos, y'all. Check out my other videos, y'all. Check out my other videos, y'all. Also, let me go ahead and do this Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that screen. Also, if you want to show additional support, you can do that by doing a Cash App to $ShadesTube. All donations are used to better this channel, y'all, to pay for some things like StreamYard. All right, so thank you in advance for that one. All right, let's go over here to the chat, see who's over here. Thank you so much, Aber. I appreciate that. I'm definitely going to check you out. I haven't checked you out in a while, but I will be over there to check you out soon, okay? And that's on everything. All right. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with the first topic in 1 second. We definitely are. Let's see what the first thing we're going to talk about. we're gonna talk about the oh, I don't know which one I want to talk about first. Let's talk about the North Carolina woman passing during the voodoo retreat. Let's see what's going on with that. Hey John, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Okay, let's go to talk about that. Let me take little Uzi Vert off. This is funny the way he be doing that video. I'm not gonna lie, that song be tripping me out every time I hear it. Let's see. Let's get ready to go to this thing. So we're gonna cover the North Carolina woman passing during the voodoo retreat. Okay, let me go to put this scary music back on. All right, let's put some music back on. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Put this shit on right here. I wish I could actually play something else, but you know how it is here on YouTube. You cannot really be playing too much because they're gonna give you a copyright claim. Okay, so let's go and change these banners real quick. Topic time. Let's see, where is that at? We can do this right here, okay? Okay, hold on for 1 second, y'all. The allergy started messed up as soon as I get on this live. Okay, I won't be doing no nasty stuff on this live. Okay, so the first story we are going to cover tonight, guys, will be the lady who went on a retreat, a voodoo retreat, if I'm not mistaken. And let me go ahead and tell you a little, give you a little background information on this if the story is still here. Okay, so as I was saying, according to USA Today, a North Carolina man is asking for answers after his mom passed on while on a voodoo retreat in Haiti. Dana Jackson, 51, wanted to become a Manbo priestess. A Manbo priestess is a female ritual specialist in the Haitian voodoo tradition. Like her male counterpart, the Aragon, she performs ceremonies, initiations, healings, and I don't know how you pronounce this word. Hmm, I don't know how you pronounce this, y'all. Divinations or divinations. I don't know. Divinations. And this is according to an article on the Harvard University website. Now, voodoo is an African religion and comes from the word fun, which means God or spirit, and originated in the ancient kingdom of Dahomey, present day Nigeria, Benin, and Togo. Now, according to an article on the religion by PBS.org, alternative spellings of the religion include Vodun, which is Vodun, and Voodoo, well, however you pronounce this one, Vodoun, but not Voodoo. The spelling voodoo, Voodoo, is considered the sensationalist and derogatory Western creation. The article continues. So over there, they actually call voodoo spelled Vodou. Now, I don't know if that's how they pronounce it either. I'm just saying it like that. Now, so let me show y'all a picture of this lady real quick, okay? Yeah, I'm learning something new tonight, y'all. I mean, I knew they do different stuff over there. It's not the same as what they do here. Their stuff is a little bit more powerful. I know that for sure. But damn, I didn't know the spellings was different. So that's her, as you just saw. Okay, so anyway, her son Timothy Jackson told US Today that this was something that she wanted to do and had been practicing for a few years prior to her trip to Haiti. 4 years ago, my mom started to do a little bit of research on the African traditional spiritual belief system, and voodoo was a part of that, he said. She had kind of been on this path of just kind of doing research and practicing, or at least just doing her due diligence as far as research is concerned. Jackson said that his mom left for Haiti on July the 1st and was supposed to return to the United States on July the 26th. His mom traveled with a group of people who had joined a house in order to participate in the voodoo rituals. The people that she went down there with, their name is Society, and I believe that that means society in the Turkish language in Nagel, Jackson said. These were not strangers that she went down there with. These are people that she built a relationship with. Jackson said the group recently went on a trip to Boston together in June. Now, during part of the voodoo ceremony, Jackson expected to not hear from his mom. If you do any research about that part of the ceremony, even just on Google, it would tell you that that's very sacred and things of that nature, he said. So she sent me one last message on the 13th, and she said, "We will talk on the 21st, going to church tomorrow." Jackson and his mom spoke every day. The no communication part was was nerve wracking to him, but he wanted to respect his mother's decision to participate in the ritual. In the last message he received from his mom on July the 21st, she asked him to pray for her. That whole entire week, just kind of low key, I was having anxiety because I am not able to hear from her. And I know that this is a very important part of the ceremony, he said. On the 21st, I did not hear anything from her. I did reach out to her at about 5 p.m. on WhatsApp. I did not get any response. The next day, Jackson still did not get a message from his mom, and he began to worry. I woke up, I'm not going to lie, I was in a little bit of a panic because I felt like by now she at least would have responded to my text, he said. Around 5 p.m. on July the 22nd, his grandmother broke the news that his mom had passed on. The way she told me was, "Your mom's not coming back from Haiti." So I hung up the phone with her, he said. I called her back. I asked her, what did she mean? She said, "She's not coming back from Haiti. She passed away." I hung up the phone. I called her again. After a lot of back and forth between Jackson and his grandmother, he called his grandfather and he confirmed that his mom had passed on. In order to confirm his mother's passing, Jackson reached out to one of the leaders of the group that went to Haiti with his mom. The first thing they asked him was, how much did he know? What? To be completely honest with you, my initial thought was my mom went down to Haiti. They did this last piece of the ceremony and something sinister happened, he said. The person who spoke with him told him that his mom had gotten extremely sick during the ceremony. They told him that she kind of fainted. When she didn't regain consciousness, she didn't know where she was. Excuse me, when she did regain consciousness, she didn't know where she was. When a member of the house asked her where she was, she said in Virginia, Jackson said. However, Jackson said his family had not lived in Virginia in over a year. Jackson said they also told him they brought her to the hospital. At the hospital, she started to have seizures, and they said she had a heart attack and a stroke. That was the initial story, he said. They said that my mom did not bring her medicine, so there was a red flag because what medicines are you guys talking about? It sounds like they were trying to perpetrate a story. Jackson also supposed to get an update on where his mom's body is located on August the 16th, but still has not heard anything. He said, I haven't heard anything. I don't even think the U.S. Embassy got involved or even received the necessary paperwork until about 4 days ago. Now, U.S. Today reached out to the U.S. Embassy in Port-au-Prince, but they did not respond prior to publication. So this is him and his mom, and this is the boy right here, the son. Let me show y'all. That's the mom right there in the picture with her son. And here's some more pictures of his mom right here. So, what do you guys think about that? First of all, I don't know what is the fascination with these people in It's some more of the story. I'm gonna finish reading it in 1 minute, but let me just talk about it for a few minutes. I don't know what the fascination is. I don't know what the fascination, what type of fascination people have with, Buddhism or witchcraft and all this other stuff. Now I'm thinking that they did a ceremony on her. That's what I'm really thinking, guys. And something happened. They may have even did a sacrifice on her. What do you guys think? Let me go over here and say hey to Shay Love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all show Shay Love some love and support and check her out. Tony Banks is in the house. Thank you so much for coming by. Y'all make sure y'all show Tony Banks some love and support, and make sure y'all show Albert some love and support as well. And I already said hey to John and Jermaine. Um, I don't know. This is a very strange ass story. Okay, nobody. Okay, as of yet, contradicting stories. Then they said that she left her medicine, and her son said she wasn't on any type of medication. But the thing that gets me again is, why are you going to these strange places for a voodoo ritual and voodooism stuff? Period. Because if they could have did a whole sacrifice on this lady, and nobody would ever even know. You're over there in a whole different area, everything, country, everything, Haiti. You don't know what the hell could be going on. And these people could be part of the entire thing. You see what I'm saying? Setup. So anyway, let's see what they're saying about him. I'm not gonna give her background information because they're going through to a whole story about her. Let's see. They did create a GoFundMe page, okay, for her funeral costs. But the thing about it is, you can't even have a funeral until he gets the body back. And then, so I guess when he gets the body back, if he ever gets the body back, then he can use the money for that. Then he said he wants to do an autopsy as well. He said his mom said that she wanted to be cremated. Cremation is way cheaper. Let's see. Man, that's crazy, man. Like I said, let me look at her GoFundMe real quick and see what's going on over here. We got to listen. I'm telling you, got to stay out of these certain countries. I'm telling you, doing weird stuff because you may not come back. Her page is not even up here. The GoFundMe, he must have basically took it down because it's not here. So I guess he took that down. Let's see what these comment sections say over here. Somebody said this is something you don't play around with. Not only did she know, but she put her life in danger. This mess is not to be played around with. That's a fact, right? And then you're going over there to, you know, a whole different country. You know what I'm saying? Doing this stuff. You don't really know these people. I mean, the other people she knew a little bit, but still, you don't really know them. They could have set her up. They could have did a whole ritual or sacrifice on this lady. You know, they do rituals on people, and they have different type of rituals. They have the blood ritual, they have the money ritual, they have all types of rituals there, you know, in these different African countries and stuff like that. And their Buddhism is a little different than the Buddhism that they practice in the States. Just like their witchcraft is different than the witchcraft that people practice here in the United States of America. Period. They're right when they said that in this article. Another commenter said exactly what I said. He said she did it to herself. They probably sacrificed her. I say the same thing. You cannot be going here thinking you know these people and things like that. Because see what they'll do. They will pretend like they're your friend. They will sucker you in. They will play like they trying to help you. They understand. They teaching you about certain things and blase blase. All along, what they're really doing is basically tricking you, grooming you, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily grooming you, but tricking you, you know. And then when they win you over and get you to feel comfortable, get you to go somewhere. You can go on the first trip, nothing happens. Maybe even the second trip, nothing happens. Then next thing you know, you go on another trip. That's when you disappear because they end up doing something to you. She was probably the sacrifice all the time. Another commenter said, "Damn, I talk about playing with fire." No, he said, "Damn, talk about playing with fire." Another commenter said, "Facts. She must not known about the illings over there. My condolences to the family, but it would be hard to get answers from that country." Right? They're not going to get answers. I mean, they may get answers, but it may not be the truth. Another commenter said, "Well, she seemed to have rejected the Lord and making that left turn from Jesus to Satan." Okay, here we go. Teresa said, "My best friend is from Haiti. Her grandmother, being a priestess, has told me stories from her childhood. Some of these things I wouldn't dare not repeat. I was shook. My son in law is also Zoe. I'm thankful they have turned their lives to God." I can tell y'all some stories about stuff, okay, that my friend told me about. So I don't know why people play with this type of stuff. I really don't know. I honestly don't know why. And why, how can you meet people who do this and then trust them? And then trust them to the point that you go out of the country with them or go anywhere for that matter. I just would not be able to do it because I wouldn't be able to trust them. Another commenter said it happens very frequently. They do it to animals all the time, but sometimes it's a human, depending on whatever the demonic spirit tells them to do. Right? They do them on people too. It's this forest over here, not too far from me, called Elfin Forest. They claim that people go there and do satanic stuff, and they also allege that presidents go there and have a ceremony once a year. Now, I don't know if this is true, allegedly, but that's what they claim. So the thing is, when you hear stuff like this, you don't go to the source. You don't go in this place. Now, granted, I went to Elfin Forest, but I went in the daytime, and we only went like a very small part of it. We didn't go deep into it or anything like that, and we certainly wasn't going there at no evening or nighttime. And there was a whole bunch of people out there at the same time, and plus, what Shay's Tube had on her. Okay, so please. So, but we only went and we just went around just a very small part of it, you know, and it does look like a regular forest. However, I believe them when, I believe the articles when I looked it up, that they do stuff like that out there. As a matter of fact, Phase Rug, I don't know if he actually went there inside of it. I think they had it blocked off that day that he was trying to go there, so he didn't get a chance to go there. And he also talked about the same thing that I just talked about. So when you know these things, you don't just go in these places at night trying to camp out there and doing weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And just like when dealing with this type of stuff that she was so curious about, I don't understand, how she felt so comfortable that she can go out of the state, the country, trust these people like that. Hell, I would be thinking the whole time that they may be trying to set me up and sacrifice me. These people, you didn't grow up with these people. You just met these people. You know what I'm saying? You just met these people. Somebody said, sorry to say this, but God has nothing to do with this. She was playing with the devil and his demons and found out. Somebody else said they most likely used her as a sacrifice on some possession type stuff because she had the dove spirit in her. They always need a light sacrifice, right? And I believe so. I really do. Somebody said that's the evil country. They should not be playing around with that stuff. I'm gonna be perfectly honest about it. That is crazy, man. Another commenter said everybody is running away from Haiti and coming through the border to come to the U.S. and she is leaving the U.S. to go there to do witchcraft. She cracked in her head. Right. And we'll listen to what somebody else said. You pretty much have to be raised with it to be a part of it, right? You just can't come inside of it, because the thing about it is this right here. How can you even trust the people that you just met? I just said that you need to be knowing these people for a long, long, long time. Okay. I mean, basically, you have to be raised with them, because you can't trust these people. Even then, sometimes you can't trust people. Okay. Another commenter said, yes, I totally agree. She did not understand that you can open portals or other things can happen while thinking it's all for a good cause. I don't see anything good dealing with that mess. You understand what I'm saying? I don't see anything good with that. Another commenter says she had no business going to Haiti if she wanted to study, learn about the Yoruba culture. There is nothing evil about it. So sad for her family. They may never know the truth about her unaliving. Right, the Yoruba culture. Because my friend is in that same tribe. Okay, um, they do. Some of them do certain things. Yeah, they do, just like a lot of other people do. However, not everybody. You see what I'm saying? Some people just totally believe in God. They don't practice in no type of Buddhism, witchcraft, or anything like that. Okay, but they do have that there, and people do practice that along with the other one. What do I always call? I can't remember the name of it right now. You got the Buddhism, you got the regular witchcraft, and then you got the other one, juju. So, and then you got a bunch of other ones too. But yeah, they a lot of them, some of them do. I'm not going to say a lot of them. I'm going to use the term some, the statement some of them do use certain type of witchcraft, like juju, because like I said before, they can do like a love spell, or to find a partner, or money ritual, just all types of stuff. I even seen one, not done, but I seen what the after thing was when they got through doing it on this dude. For I think he cheated or something on his wife, and they put something on him. And the thing about it, he looked tripped out, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, a person showed me the video and stuff. But again, I don't know how people meet people and shit that does this type of stuff, right? And start going on retreats with them and shit. Start going out of town. Start meeting up with them, in secluded areas. I don't understand how they do that and trust these people, because I really wouldn't be able to trust them at all, because I'll be thinking that I may be up to be sacrificed, because they don't really know you like that. You didn't grow up in that stuff. You didn't grow up around them. And even then, sometimes they turn on each other. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Just weird. Another commenter says she had no business going to study. Excuse me. She had no business going to Haiti. Oh, I already read that one. Let's go to the other one. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, somebody else said, "What if she passed on of natural causes? We all pass on at some point. Slow your roll until we really know what happened. Rest in peace, my friend. B2." This is an African person right here, because their last name is Shakur, Nawaku Shakur. Okay, so again, um, I don't know for sure what happened to this lady. Of course, people are going to assume that they might have did a sacrifice on her, or a ritual, because again, the body has not been returned. They lied. So what can you think? You know what I'm saying? Natural cause. The son would already have her body. You would think. The autopsy would have already been done. He just would have more answers. Somebody said her body is not returning to the U.S. Why is he asking for money? I said the same thing, but when I went to the GoFundMe, I did not see any GoFundMe up there. So let's see. Here we go. Uh, Another commenter said, will not bless a spirit who worships other gods, because it goes against God's scripture. Okay, let's see. Again, Somebody said actually maybe research what voodoo really is. It has nothing to do with Satan. Then somebody else came back and said, yes, it does. It has everything to do with Lucifer. I don't care how it's spiritualized. Dark arts are nothing to play with. And I agree. Okay, so they're arguing again now. Do you know one damn thing about voodoo? My guess is a big fat no, so shut up and stay in your lane. Okay, somebody else said you don't know anything about what you are talking about. Do some research for yourself and stop listening to any and everyone. Okay, let's see. So since we want to find out about it, hold on. Since they say, okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, so Billy said, no, 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 no. You definitely don't F around with voodoo. It will unalive you. Condolences to the family, but please leave it alone. This is what she wanted. And if you mess in the dark shadows, it might just come after you. And I agree. They just told him, he said they was asking him, what did he know? So that right there would tell you basically just leave it alone. His mom went over there knowingly just about, um, she knew what she was getting into. That's what I'm trying to say. So she knew what she was getting into. She knew it could possibly be some risk. So I would just wait for the body and just stay out of it if I was him. But he probably won't because it's his mom, and hopefully something doesn't happen to him. Hey Nate, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all show Nate the great podcast some love and support. Okay, so let's see. So let's just go look up to see exactly what that is. Okay, inquiring minds want to know, y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, let's see. This Haitian voodoo. So over there, excuse me, over there they said it's a blending of African religious traditions and Catholicism. In the United States, though, voodoo religious ceremonies are often performed in private group settings where spirits manifest and devotees through possession. Okay, so the VODOU is a tad, I think it's a little bit different, but at the same time, I still think that it's similar. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, because they do spiritual bath, prayer, personal ceremony, um, readings. They do all of that. And it does teach us a belief in a supreme being called Bund, Bondye, okay? And that's an unknowable and uninvolved created God. So again, that alone, that alone tells you it's not of God for real. Okay, because they believe in a whole different God. All right, so you cannot believe in a different God. So the thing is, that's a no-no anyway, and it's nothing but of Lucifer, point blank. And these people some of these people may be tricked, point blank. Because if you're praying to other spirits and other entities, how are you saying that this is something of the Lord God? How are you saying that? Jehovah God, Yahweh. How are you saying that? That's not the same person. I mean, that's not the same entity they're talking about. They're talking about something else. We don't even know who this entity is. You see what I'm saying? Who is this God? This is something that they are worshiping. They said they have about 180 of those, okay, in that religion. Each of them carrying a name in a specific and exclusive function. Again, they have the sun god, the money god, the SCX god, all types of gods over there that they do rituals to and all rituals for in sacrifices. Point blank. Hey J4, what's going on? Let's see. The main one is the Bondye, okay? And that one originated in Haiti, where the ancient African religions and spiritual practices of the enslaved people collided with French Catholicism. Followers of the voodoo tradition, much like Christians, believe in one supreme creator, God, known as Bodye, but they got that they have that lowercase. It's not um the capital God. So that's a total different God. Okay, I don't even want to say his name. It's Bodye. That's the main one that they pray to and things like that. Hmm. As you see, when they talk about our God, they capitalize his name, but when they talk about other gods, they lowercase it because there's only one supreme God. If you're praying to the God lowercase, it's not the same entity. You see what I'm saying? So that's what makes Buddhism not of God. Okay? I don't care how they try to dress it up and make you think that it's not. Let's see. They use a little symbol too. It's called a Vivi, if I'm saying that correctly, or either Vivi. I said the same thing again. Okay. So they use a certain symbol. Um, they say they use that. It's a religious symbol commonly used in different branches of Buddhism throughout the African diaspora. I'm looking at a whole history on it, okay? A whole history. And this was originated in the West Indies of Haiti during the 17th century. And it evolved from tribal religions in West Africa. Hmm. So the reason why they talk about New Orleans all the time is because Marie Marie Laveau, she was known as the queen, the voodoo queen of New Orleans. Okay. She had powers to heal the sick, extending gifts to the poor, and overseeing spiritual rites. They also have a DEMON, a voodoo DEMON. I told you that's what I'm saying. How do they think that this religion is of God when they're talking about this? A monster that spawns in the underworld. Hmm. See, I told you they have different ones. They have the other voodoo god named um, Oshan. Okay, that one is the one they use for love, sexuality, fertility, femininity, water, destiny, and purity, beauty, amongst other things. Okay, and it's for wealth and prosperity. Hmm. So again, I don't know how this woman. I don't know how. Maybe I'm just reading more and more stuff about this. This is weird, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I cannot see how they think this is of God. And just because somebody said they're in a religion, it doesn't mean that they're of God. Because anything could be called religion. Hmm. I don't know how she could have felt comfortable, honestly, around these people. And like I said before, again, I'm pretty sure her son said she had known them for a while, so I'm pretty sure that they befriended her in a way where she felt like she was comfortable around them. But I still don't see how she could have felt comfortable around these people. But if she was researching this and getting comfortable with it herself and like doing it, so she would basically let down her guards, you know, and be friends with these people. They believe in a supreme God named Bondye, and that is not Yahweh. So if you are believing in some other entity, for me, you, you you are not for the one and true God. You're for Lucifer, point blank. So it is, in my opinion, it is something that I wouldn't want to be involved in, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go back to the story because there's enough reading about that. Let's go back to that story. That is sad though. Let me see if I can find any more information, maybe on TikTok about her, and see if anybody know any more information. Let's see real quick. A North Carolina woman. Now, granted, she could have been sick, but I don't know, guys. I just don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that. I just really don't. Her son said she wasn't on any medications. So all of a sudden she goes over there, gets sick, faints and all that. Yeah, she probably fainted from something they gave her. Something they gave, wait, hold on. Something they gave her. And it probably, made her faint, and no telling what else they did. Point blank. That's a damn shame. And then you over there in a whole foreign country. So they probably won't even be able to find out the real truth if he even get her body back. Let's see here. So this is her right here. Let's see. They got it a different. Oh, this is a different one. Look at this. All these people are missing. No, this is the same woman right here. Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the same lady. Let me let y'all hear this real quick, okay? I can actually show you the video as well. Hold on. See, a lot of people are talking about this. And they also speaking in a different language at the bottom. And hopefully this lady speaks English so we can understand what they're saying. Let's see here. This is sad, y'all. But again, she made that choice to go over there. Honestly, what can you say?
Charlotte. My mom did not go to Haiti.
Listen.
To not come back.
He said Dana felt called to practice voodoo and went to Haiti for a spiritual retreat to become a Mambo priestess. She landed on July 1st.
Once she let me know she was okay, that was like the biggest thing, because it was like, okay, you're where you're supposed to be and you're safe.
The two stayed in touch through WhatsApp. Dana would often send videos and pictures.
My mom was taking it in, and I feel like she needed this.
He says the last message he received from her was on July 12th.
She said, hey, we're going to church tomorrow. And then she said, we're going in for this last piece. Pray for us.
He was supposed to hear back from his mom on July 21st.
I did not hear from her. And then I received a phone call on the 22nd stating that my mother had passed away. I just lost it at work. That's my best friend.
That's sad.
I lost it. There's nothing else to say. I lost it.
His mother's cause of death has been a mystery.
I was told that, my mom got sick. There was mention of like a stroke and then a heart attack and some seizures.
He says the only thing they've received so far is this death certificate.
To be honest, it just looks, it's in Haitian Creole. Anybody could have filled this out and given us this.
Timothy says he wants closure, but he can't have it without the truth.
I've been told so many stories of what happened and what transpired. Just trying to figure out what's the truth. What's the truth? So that we can start healing.
I spoke to Dana's father this afternoon. He says her body is scheduled to return to the States this Friday. Dana's son started a GoFundMe link to help with the funeral costs and to conduct a private autopsy. If you wish to donate to this family, we have their GoFundMe link over on our website. I'm reporting live In North Charlotte, Amelia White, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
Yes, our hearts go out to the family. We hope they finally get the details that they've been waiting for. Amelia, thank you.
So y'all, that GoFundMe. Listen, this is part 2. I'm gonna let y'all hear that in a second. But the thing about it is that that GoFundMe, the last time that I looked, which was a few minutes ago, I didn't see it up there anymore. Okay, let me finish paying part 2. I'm not gonna get back up and show you guys the video, but just listen.
Learning more about a Charlotte woman who died while on a voodoo spiritual retreat in Haiti. Her son says Dana Jackson went down to Haiti on July 1st and was supposed to return on July 26th. But that never happened. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker joining me in the studio tonight. And Austin, the son tells you things aren't adding up here.
Yeah,
look at this,
right.
y'all.
This is
Listen
the
to
last
this
text that Timothy Jackson received from his mother. That was on.
It says, "Okay, I'm going in tonight. We'll contact you if I can tomorrow before church. If not, I'll talk to you on the 21st. Prayers for me."
July 12th. He was supposed to hear from her 9 days after on the 21st, but Timothy says that's what he's being told right now about what happened, how, when. It's all not adding up. It's a trip Timothy Jackson was hesitant to support.
Truthful, honest answer, I was a little uneasy.
His mom, Dana Jackson, had been researching voodoo spiritual practices for over 4 years.
That's
She
crazy.
felt called to do voodoo.
And she
Why?
wanted to take the next step, becoming a priestess, signing on for a spiritual retreat to Haiti. Flying from Charlotte to Miami and then into Haiti.
She was going down there. She went down there on July 1st.
With her son worried about the political unrest and intense climate on the island, they agreed they'd stay in contact as much as possible.
We talked, and she told me she was fine and she was okay. Once they actually got to their location, she would talk to me. We would text, even if it was once a day.
Still ain't gonna do
Screenshots from
shit.
the app WhatsApp showing she made it there on July 1st.
So our last conversation or last text I received from her was on July the 12th. She let me know that they were going to church the following day to pray for her. I knew that this last part of this ceremony, she wouldn't be able to talk, or she wouldn't have access to her phone, which I had did a little bit of research before and after, and that's kind of common.
But she assured him she'd message him on the 21st.
On the 21st, I waited, and then on the 22nd, it's like I had an eerie feeling. When I woke up, I checked my phone, and I didn't have any messages in WhatsApp.
On July 22nd, Timothy received a call
And where's
from
her
his
phone?
grandfather
Her cell
saying
phone.
his mother had died.
I pulled up her itinerary, and I called, the lady in charge, Mambo Maud, but I asked her, what happened. And, they kind of asked me, well, how much did I know?
He says the woman told him his mother completed the
Look
ceremony.
at these people. Hold on. Let me show y'all these people. Okay. Let me rewind it. Okay. I'm going to show y'all this part. Hold on. Now, you know good and damn well I'm not going to hook up with these people looking like this.
It's like I had an eerie feeling.
Now, what y'all look?
I woke up, I checked my phone, and I didn't have any messages in WhatsApp.
On July 22nd, Timothy received a call from his grandfather saying his mother had died.
I pulled up her itinerary, and I called, the lady in charge, Mambo Maud, but I asked her, what happened. And, they kind of asked me, well, how much did I know?
He says the woman told him
These
his
people
mother
look like
completed
damn
the
witches,
ceremony,
okay?
but got
I'm
sick.
sorry.
She had strokes and seizures. But later, the story changes, and he was told she had an asthma attack.
The way that my mom takes her health serious, if she would have had an asthma attack, she would have tried to see if she could have went to someone's hospital.
The death certificate came weeks later, and Timothy says it had additional red flags.
And it doesn't even look like it was written with like a decent pen. So like the ink was running out.
It shows Dana's time of death at 6:30 in the morning on July 22nd, but doesn't list a cause of death. He also couldn't get any confirmation where her body was, and learned from Haitian officials she had been moved 3 times.
We were not even getting any clear information.
I reached out to Mambo Maud and left a message trying to get more clarity on the timeline, but did not hear back.
I feel like they manipulated and lied to my mom, and then I feel like they're doing the same thing to me, and that's why I can't be quiet about it any longer.
A lot on 9. A voodoo ritual and a mysterious death. A Charlotte woman went to Haiti.
Okay, let me stop this right here. So the
retreat.
thing about it, now this even looks more suspicious. Okay, after we just found out that little more information on that. Again, I'm agreeing with him. I think they could have. I'm using keywords here. I said I think and could have manipulated her, tricked her, basically, made them think that they were friends with her. You know, to get her over there to that country and do whatever else. I believe, and I could be wrong. Okay, that's why I am saying I believe. You know that they could have possibly used her in some type of ritual, and that could have created, something that made her faint or ultimately be unalive. Just very strange. Let's read some of these comments, okay? Let's see here. Okay. Well, he's using a different language. I don't know what this says. Somebody said you can't make sacrifice without knowing it. What? They do sacrifices all the time without the other person knowing. What are you talking about? They kidnap people and do sacrifices. What is this person talking about? Who does he think he's tricking? Well, that's why you can't find some of these kidnapped people. Let me see what else they got on this lady. Okay, listen to this one. Let's see. I'm just gonna listen.
Ritual and a mysterious death. A Charlotte woman went to Haiti.
Go and watch that video and come right back. All right, now that you've watched it, let's talk about it.
And we already watched
I have 3 questions that are very important to this incident. Number 1, what is a Haitian voodoo retreat? Number 2, why was she going on this retreat? Was it for initiation or was it just to experience voodoo in a fun and safe manner? And question number 3, was divination done to determine if she needed to be initiated or not? Question number 1 is important because a retreat is something that
let's listen. Let's watch. Let's look at this.
Something in a fun and safe manner. It's all inclusive and allows anybody to come and experience it as long as they're willing and able to pay for it. An initiation is a closed process. It's something that you do because you were chosen by spirits within a specific African or diasporan tradition that requires you to go through special processes to be able to work on behalf of these spirits. It is not all inclusive. It is very private and it's closed to protect the community from getting harmed by any of these processes. So basically, if she was going for an initiation, it shouldn't have been with a group that was an all-inclusive, anybody can do this type of situation. That's a huge red flag. Question number 2, why is she going on this retreat? Was it to be initiated or was it just to experience voodoo in her own way, fun, safe way? And from the news report, it sounds like she was going to get initiated to be a mambo or a priestess in Haitian voodoo. I'm not sure how this was determined because there is a process to determine if you are to be a priestess or not. We don't know if that was done. So it's concerning to hear from the news report that she was going on this retreat for an initiation process that, again, is a process that is closed and not all-inclusive. And why was she going on a retreat-like trip to do that? If she was going on the trip for the fun and experience of voodoo, that would be one thing, but because she was not, this is a huge red flag. Question number 3. Was a divination done to determine if she's even called to be a priestess? This is very important because if a divination was not done to determine that she was chosen by these spirits called the Loa, if she was not chosen by the Loa to do work on their behalf, she is in danger of offending these spirits and causing her own demise if she goes down this process, and it was not for her to do that. The people that she was working with should know this and have done a divination to make sure that she was allowed to go through these processes. And to me, it sounds like none of this was done because of how the story is ending. To any of us who have been initiated into any African spiritual tradition, these three things were all red flags to us hearing this story. And so I wanted to take the time to come and explain it to those who don't know that there are processes to these practices. People are going to say, oh, she went over there playing with evil and got herself killed. That's not correct. That's very inaccurate information. There's a good and a bad to all religions on this planet. Christianity has Christianity, and then they also have Satanists and the devil. That's their bad side. These traditions have the same thing. Just because we're working with spirits does not make it evil, does not make it bad. That is a Christian belief, and that's your right to have that, but that is not accurate information. The reason why this person may have lost their life is that she was potentially targeted by groups who were being greedy and just wanted her money. They were playing around with processes they're not allowed to play with, and again, were being greedy and wanted money and decided to trick people into coming on these trips for the process of getting that money. Essentially, that's what it sounds like to me, that this would be considered like a botched initiation where inexperienced people did your initiation process and it led in someone's demise, or it was kind of a scam type of thing and something else happened, like maybe she had a heart incident, maybe they were faking like they were doing real initiation stuff and gave her something that was poisonous and could have done something. We won't fully know because we don't have all the details. But I wanted to explain why those of us who have been initiated and know these practices and why they're secret and the requirements for them are concerned. So I give my prayers on to the family. I'm so sorry for the loss.
Okay, we're gonna stop her right now. Okay. If you're praying to different gods, I'm sorry, there's nothing Christian about that. That's the first thing. Secondly, I knew that they were going and she was going to say that these people was either faking or just money. The thing about it, if they just wanted money, they could have gotten that the 4 years she's been dealing with them. They wouldn't have to trick her all the way over there to Haiti to get money from her. Since she liked them already and she was already engaging in this type of stuff, she could have gave them money without going to Haiti. So that's just straight up out the question. Okay. As far as people posing and all this, no, those people don't look like they were posing that we just saw in that damn picture. Okay. It does not look like that. Now she know good and damn well that something happened over there, but she just don't want to say it. Let's keep it real. And just because somebody have damn masquerades and festivals and other bullshit, while they're engaging in Buddhism, it doesn't mean that it's of God. Let's keep that real. Okay. Me knowing a bunch of Africans in that some do have different gods that they pray to and worship. I know that, I just know that's what they be doing, point blank. And I do believe that, something, bad happened because they probably, used her as a sacrifice or something like that. That's crazy. Let me see what else they saying right here. They will sit up here and try to act like this damn religion is so great, have people come there telling them that they're not going to do all this stuff and end up doing some weird shit and they become unalive. Damn, she could have did the shit. She shouldn't have been doing it at all, honestly. But damn, just stay here in the USA, even though still, something still could have happened to her if she's going to secluded places and things like that. Somebody said she was my niece. What we have been told is that she had a medical emergency on a hiking trail and passed on. And sadly, the group left her there. Which we were told it took 3 days to find her. That is the pain. This was 2 days ago. Somebody said that. And then somebody asked, was she going to be initiated? Let's see. She said, yes, she was. So then somebody said, so she didn't pass on the 22nd, like the, what certificate said, because the family got a call on the 22nd. She had been gone. Oh my, OMG. Here we go. They got, let's see it. Let's see what it said. Let's see. Somebody said, so voodoo is supposed to be fun. Yeah, y'all on stop. And then this lady said, it can be. The festivals and masquerades are fun. Listen, again, just because you have a damn party and you have a festival and you have a dress up event, masquerade, it doesn't mean that it can't be something sinister behind it. Okay, it doesn't mean that. Just because somebody have a damn parties and all this other bull crap, good food, music, it doesn't mean that it can't be something sinister behind it. Again, if you're praying to many gods, for me, it is sinister. I don't care what this lady, this priestess say. I don't care what she said. Of course, she's gonna speak highly of it because she's part of it herself. And then that's another thing too. When they get the body, if he gets the body, then he can have a autopsy done on his mom to see exactly what happened. And then somebody said maybe she's still alive. Where's the body or proof? This is crazy. Let's see what else we got on here, y'all. Let's see. Oh, this is another one right here. Let's see. Hold on, let's see. Is this the same story right here? I think it is. I mean, this is a different one. Yeah, that's a different story. Let's see. Okay, these are different stories. I'm just looking to see what else they got here, y'all. So again, for me, I feel like it's something very suspicious, okay? Listen to this story here. Oh my God. See, don't get on these damn TikToks and try to make people think that Buddhism is of God. I don't like that. I really, truly don't. You're trying to make it sound like it's all fun and games and it's something that can't really harm you. Okay, when I have seen videos of people doing this, especially that one video that I just told you guys about. What the hell is she talking about? Yeah, they be having fun. Hell, Satanists be having fun. Come on, let's keep it real. They have parties. Okay, it was one living right next to me. They was doing the most over there. Shit, they have fun. You know what I'm saying? But also they be doing other things. Damn. Now let's hear this little story right here. Listen to this. Hold on. I want y'all to listen to this story right here. So it's fucking real, y'all. And I'm not trying to scare y'all. All this just ties in together, okay? Hold on, let's see. If y'all could understand my friend, I would have him come on my live and let him tell you all about it. But you probably won't understand his language.
So apparently this Virginia teen dies after summoning an ancient voodoo god, Papa. Like, what's up with you white people and summoning? Like Stacey and Jeff be like, let's go ahead and like summon like that. Since she drowned unexpectedly, but it came 2 days after she claimed to have seen the spirit actually.
Why would she be summoning up anything?
A spell that people warned you not to use.
Right.
So I've been learning about some random like late. So apparently this Virginia teen dies after summoning.
Okay, we're gonna stop this. This little girl passed on after summoning this creature up. He was actually a real man at one time. Okay. And why? Again, this is another form of voodoo. And this lady is trying to tell you in this other video that it's okay, it's fun, because they have festivals and masquerades and things like that, that they don't do anything evil or anything else. That is crazy. Now, somebody said that is not the other one, it's the other. Baronsamedi. I don't know which one it is, but the thing about it, I'm not going to say his name or anything else. That's why I spelled it, because I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that these people play with all these different damn entities. And this person right here spoke the truth. They don't learn, thinking that these entities are their friends. Nothing from the dark side is your friend. It's just using you, point blank, making you think that it's your friend by giving you certain things, giving you certain powers and things like that. But in the end, you're going to be the one that's going to be left looking dumb, maybe even unalive, going to hell and things like that. So these type of things are nothing to play around with. Now, this whole lady is missing. This little teenage chick right here passed on after she set her stupid ass up there and summoned this spirit, whether it's the other one, the PAPALEGBA, or if it's the BARODSAMEDI. Either whichever one she summoned, she should have never did neither one. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these people when they do this stupid shit. Again, let me stress this. Whether you believe in it or not, it's real. Point blank. Who cares if you believe it or not? Because if people are doing these type of things and summoning up stuff, trust me, they're going to pay the consequences, whether it's now or later. And this girl, 17 years old, playing and acting stupid, with her friends or whatever the case is. I don't know exactly what she was doing, but I just know what the lady just said, the girl said in the video, that she was calling out the name, summoning up this creature. All right. And so 2 days later, she drowned. And she also said she saw the creature. I don't know why people don't listen. They said she tried to invoke the other one, the other one. Okay, I'm not going to say the whole name, but she invoked the other one, the BARON one. This stupid ass girl invoked him to harm her ex who practiced Buddhism. That's crazy. And then she ended up getting unalive herself. This happened in 2021, somewhere around that time. And this idiot right here is a Satanist up here to my hell to this person. This, you know what? In the end, these people are going to see you cannot play with God. Watch what I tell you. Okay, some people already know you can't. Somebody said, not saying she deserved it, but girl, you know very much not to summon him. That's stupid. They said that's a New Orleans voodoo master. Read up about it. And the one that she actually summoned is not the other one. It's the BARON. That's the picture I just showed you, according to what they're saying in this thing. I don't know. And I'm not trying to find out. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's crazy. You summon. They love to play with witchcraft and Buddhism. And for this other priestesses to be sitting up here telling people on TikTok that this religion that they engage in, Buddhism, Buddha, however they pronounce it, is something that's good and bad. And then to say all religions have good and bad. Yeah, they do have good and bad. But the thing is, in the regular Christian religion, we're not telling people to hail Satan. We're not telling people to worship the devil. Okay, we're not telling people to go out here and murder, sacrifice people and things like that. They did sacrifice, but that was taken away. They sacrificed lambs and things like that, but that was, taken away. And any other sacrificial things they did, that was taken away when Jesus Christ died on the cross for the sins. Okay? So for these people to be sitting up here, to say, this lady, this priestess or whatever, to sit up here and say this is plainly ridiculous. Good and damn well they be doing other stuff with this religion. Again, let me say this again. I got many African friends. And if you can understand the one in particular that I'm talking about, I would have him on my show and let him tell you all about it. But you probably won't be able to understand them that good. I'm just used to talking to them and to him so I can understand everything he's saying. Plus, I know a little bit of his language. Okay? A little bit of it. These people are always playing with this shit and don't know what they're getting into. Just like the lady who, I'm not necessarily saying she was playing with it because she was actually interested in it. But the thing about it, you have to really be, when you're dealing with people who deal with voodooism, any type of witchcraft, you got to keep one eye open. And that's on everything. Now, I'm looking forward to finding out if the son is going to get her body in to see, exactly what the autopsy report will say. That's what I'm looking forward to. Because even if she did have a heart attack, y'all, they could have given her something that could have made her have a heart attack. You see what I'm saying? They could have given her something like that. Even Eartha Kitt, y'all, listen, these people are crazy as hell, y'all. Even Eartha Kitt described how her mother was unalive with poison and voodoo in South Carolina. Okay? She even said that, y'all. Let me let y'all hear this real quick.
She had regurgitated it. Now, her husband was supposed to go get the doctor immediately. But it has been confirmed with my sister, who's now living in New Jersey, that he was told by his daughters that they had done this. Now, if he had gone to get the doctor, it would have been either him giving up his 2 children to the law, or he had a choice of letting my mother go.
This is Eartha Kitt talking, okay?
So he let my mother go. So my mother
I can show y'all the video. Them tired of getting up.
Sometimes she would get so pain, and she would start to tell what was going on, what had gone on. Now, when she died, the neighbors saw a burning in the yard.
See?
They had taken the mattress, the children had taken the mattress, put it in the yard and started to burn it. The neighbors saw the fire. They came and started to put it out, and they saw these voodoo things in the mattress, in the center of the mattress, with letters that had come from the sisters, and that's how they found out that it was the truth of what my mother was saying. Now, if this was not so, the superstition is that if a mother with a young baby is taken away against the will of God, that the mother will come back and take the baby. Her spirit will come and take the baby. So when they buried my mother, and I was standing there watching this whole ceremony, they had to pass my young sister across the grave several times to break the line between heaven and earth and the body in the grave, so that my mother's spirit would not be able to grab the child. If my mother had died by natural causes or by the hand of God, that ritual would have never happened.
Fascinating insight to a time and a place. Let's take little Eartha Kitt and bring her up north and show her a big city for the first time.
Okay, we're going to stop this right here.
I never even said it.
So, she was describing her mother was murdered and poisoned in voodoo in South Carolina on Sally Jesse Raphael's show in 1990. Okay, so that is just another example of how some people use this and they do evil things with it. Point blank. Hoodoo, voodoo. So again, I don't believe that the mom of that, the original story that I was talking about, I don't believe that lady just went there and had a heart attack like they claim. They gave too many different stories, okay? Never telling the damn truth, saying many different things. I believe even if they come back and if the son get the autopsy and it says that she had a heart attack, listen, they have medications, they have stuff that can make you have a heart attack in a stroke. So they could have easily did a ritual on her, okay, or did the initiation and something didn't go right, and she was unalive. I believe that happened. I don't give a damn if it does come back and say that she had a heart attack because I know that they can give you stuff to make you have a heart attack and a stroke. Point blank. That's why we got to be very careful when we start getting curious about stuff that we should not even be wanting to know about. And if you do want to know about it, you need to find out everything that you need to know, and you need to know the people you're doing stuff with. If you are not born in this stuff, how in the hell can you trust people who do engage in this? How? So for this lady to get up here and say that this certain things won't happen, this is the way they do that. It was probably just some people looking for money when you know good and damn well they could have got money from her 4 years before. She was knowing these people for 4 years. They could have got money from her during the 4 years she's been communicating with them. They don't need to um take this lady to Haiti to get fucking money from her when they can already have it before she gets there. No, they took her there. They had to go there for other reasons. It's not to get any money. That's a damn shame, y'all. That's a damn shame. That's all I got to say. That is crazy. Hold on, y'all. Let me see this. Somebody said that story, Eartha Kitt, makes them think about Whitney Houston and her daughter. And yeah, like Sally Raphael changed that subject quick too. That's because a lot of them be engaging in that type of stuff too. I don't know why people don't realize that. A lot of that shit be going on in Hollywood. Let's keep it real. Okay, allegedly. All right, point blank. You can find all types of stuff on this line about all this weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is that it's a damn trip for people to try to act like this is such a good ass religion. I don't understand that. Call it what it is, okay? It's something that you shouldn't play around with. Um, I don't believe you can use sinister stuff for the good, okay? I really don't. Even when they do use it as something good, it's always something dark is laying underneath it, okay? It really is. It's much like if somebody tell you can get some money, right? And they tell you you can get it, but you have to go do something else to get it, and it ends up getting you incarcerated. Okay. Just because something sounds good at first, it doesn't mean it's necessarily good. Okay. Even if you get things that you want. Because in the long run, it's gonna something bad is gonna show up eventually. You know what I'm saying? From your actions. So you have to think very carefully when you do stuff, when you engage in certain things, and some things you don't need to know about. You know what I'm saying? Certain things we don't need to know about. You know. But if you do want to know about it, hey, you got to be willing to accept whatever consequences that come your way. Just like that little girl summoning up damn evil spirits and shit. Who does this? They think it's a joke. They think it's fake. I don't know why people sit with Ouija boards and things like that and cars and shit and be trying to summon up shit and think they know these damn entities when these entities can pretend like they other people. Okay, let's keep it real. That's crazy, man. I don't know what to say about that. But anyway, my condolences are expressed out to this dude. Hopefully he gets his mom's body. I'm gonna stay on top of the story because I want to see what's gonna happen with that. I'm gonna keep the article on my phone because I want to see if if the son will get the body. I do know the GoFundMe page that he put up in that article is not there, so I don't know what happened to it. He may have another one. I don't know. And my prayers are extending out to him as well. And hopefully, again, they send his mom's body and he can get some closure. But he does need to stop trying to get information and messing with these people. You can look at that picture. Those people look straight up sinister all the way around. They look like witches and shit. Let's keep it real. All right. So that he needs to probably stop trying to investigate and shit and just wait for that body to be there and do the autopsy. I don't know what that's going to prove because even if they did do something, just say it like that. I mean, how can you even get any justice. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I just he can get the autopsy for his own clarifications and stuff. But I think you need to just leave it alone because you're dealing with a whole different force. And you're dealing with people you really don't know in a whole different country that takes that shit very seriously. And that's on everything. Okay? Gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next story. Yeah, I'm not even going to ask you guys what you think about that, but I can ask you, what do you think about that story? What do you think? Do you think that she just basically went hiking like they claimed, and she fell out and had a heart attack, or do you think that they did something sinister to her? You know, what do you think? So let's go ahead and go to the next story. What time is it? 1:25. I got to hurry up. Let's see here. So let me just go over this one real quick. Let's lighten the mood. So Donald Trump's nephew claims that his it's a lot more to it. It's a lot more to it, and you definitely right. Somebody is lying, definitely big time, Jermaine. Now, Donald Trump's nephew says he's seen signs of dementia. He said Trump is showing signs of dementia. Okay, so we're gonna see what he's talking about here. So Fred Trump III, who is Donald Trump's nephew, claimed during a recent interview with Dean Odella that Trump is showing signs of dementia similar to the former president's father and grandfather. Now, on Friday's edition of the Dean Obadella show, Trump spoke to Dean about his uncle's mental health and potential decline as a result of age and possibly dementia. He said, I know the warning signs from both of my grandfathers. It runs in the family. So let's see what else he said. Hold on, let's see. Okay, hold on. He said, Donald said, oh, my father was tip top until the end. I can assure you that that was not the case. Much like, his making noises about crowd size again. I was on a cable station on Thursday, and I said, guess what? I was sitting 2 rows behind him at the inauguration. I know what I saw. I know what I saw in my grandfather. I know what I saw in Donald's older sister, my aunt, Marion, who in the end, thank you for saying I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be. I know the warning signs from both of my grandfathers. What it is. Donald's cousin, John Walters, had dementia. It runs in the family. I'm not happy about it because guess what? I'm worried about it myself. When I wear my glasses, on top of my head, now I don't know. That may be half Heimer's, but it runs in the family. He looks older, and I get it. I mean, I'm not saying anybody who is in the office looks different than when they come out. But the things he's spewing and the craziness, and he just can't stick to a message, and he used to be able to stick to a message. Now, like in North Carolina yesterday, he had one goal: talk about the economy in a state again he shouldn't be at. He shouldn't be spending millions of dollars. So he goes to play the old merry tunes of craziness. And you can tell his bass, while still amped up and dangerous, you can see them kind of chilling out a little bit on this play. It might be on its way to being played out, not immediately. They are going to be there for this election. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, you can see it in the faces of some people. Like, why the hell am I here in Las Vegas? It's 110 degrees out listening to sharks and electric batteries. He sound like he a little bit crazy. Shit, the hell did I just read? For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Okay. Okay, let's see what somebody's saying here. Somebody said Trump is too old. That geezer needs to start looking for a retirement home. America needs someone younger, and I definitely agree about that. I've been saying this for the last damn 4 years. All these damn presidents old as shit. We need some younger blood, with fresher ideas and thoughts, and maybe can do some bigger and better things for this country. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Let's see. Another commenter said that he needs to take a cognitive test by a reputable doctor before the election is over. Kelly said nephew Fred and his sister Mary are angry, bitter relatives whose father wasn't as successful as him. Never heard a word from them until now. I know one damn thing. He sounded like he a little bit off because I don't even know what this man just said. The stuff that I was reading exactly how they wrote it up. I got that, from that entire little article I just read. I got that he's saying that Trump has been saying weird shit and crazy stuff, and I guess he don't stay on the topic a long time or whatever the case is. He never gets to what he's talking about. I guess that's what he's talking about. Okay, so Daniel said someone says Trump has dementia and news reports Harris is a day drunk. We are all screwed. I agree. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. So, okay, somebody said if Trump accuses you of having something, then you can bet your ass it's Trump who actually has it. Hmm. Okay, another commenter said, I would not believe anything Fred Trump or Mary Trump have to say. To me, it sounds like sour grapes on their part. Donald made something out of his life, has a drop dead gorgeous wife and a beautiful family. He's been president once and was great at it. Our country was doing great, not like now when everything has literally sucked. Now, hopefully, Donald Trump will be our president again and our world will turn right side up again. Okay. Another commenter said that's been obvious for some time that he has dementia. Um, Another commenter said, damn straight he is, and dementia and scum don't mix well. Wait, somebody else said nothing wrong with putting Trump in office. Hell, we have had a damn zombie in there for the last 4 years. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I can understand too much Fred was saying because the way he was speaking, but I get what he was saying. But anyway, y'all, it is what it is. So his uncle, I mean not his uncle, but his nephew is claiming that his uncle is showing signs of dementia. Okay, he said Trump is not the same as he been. But the thing about it, when people start getting old, 70 some years old or whatever case is, they're gonna change anyway. They're gonna slow down a little bit and things like that. For me, I just think that they need to change they need to change everything and just change it to a younger age. In my opinion, I believe 40 or even 45, 45, because 40, some people still be immature. So around 45 to about 65 should be the limit that you can be the president. And then just say if you're 65 and you do 2 terms, you'll be 64, 5, 6, 7, 8, you'll be 68 when it's completed. So I think 65 should be the cutoff limit because damn, why would you even want to be bothered with all this stuff once you get old as hell? You know what I'm saying? And we just need fresher ideas and things like that. Somebody in the office that is not that gets the job done. Okay, I'm trying to be nice here. That gets the job done for real, and treat everybody basically, with respect and things like that. No racism, prejudice, and things like that. We need somebody in the office with good morals and values, and basically, works for the people. Really trying to. but we know how that goes. It may be other um, elements involved in all of this stuff that do certain things. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hmm. It sounds like it, doesn't it, Tony? It sounds like something's wrong. It sounds like maybe he was drunk when he was talking. I don't know. Sounds tripped out. You know what I'm saying? That whole article, the way he was talking, yeah, I can read it again. It sounds tripped. I'm gonna see if I can read it a little bit better. Maybe we can put it together. This dude says, listen, just listen. It's long as shit too. Hold on. He said, you wrote about Donald's father, your grandfather having dementia the last years of his life, and that. Do you see anything? I'm going to ask you to be a doctor. Do you see anything in Donald now that reminds you of the grandfather during the times of dementia? That's what the dude who was giving the interview said to him. Then the nephew said, Donald said, "Oh, my father was tip top until the end. I can assure you that was not the case. Much like, his making noise about crowd size again. I was on a cable station on Thursday and I said, guess what? I was sitting 2 rows behind him at the inauguration. I know what I saw." And then the interviewer said, right. And then Trump said, "I know what I saw in my grandfather. I know what I saw in Donald's older sister, my Aunt Marion, who in the end, thank you for saying I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be. I know the warning signs from both of my grandfathers. What it is, Donald's cousin, John Walters, had dementia. It runs in the family. I'm not happy about it because guess what? I worry about it myself. When I wear my glasses. Oh, on top of my head now, I don't know. That may be half Heimer's, but it runs in the family. He looks older, and I get it. I mean, I'm not saying anybody who is in that office looks different than when they come out, okay? But the things he's spewing and the craziness, and he just can't stick to a message. And he used to be able to stick to a message. Now, like in North Carolina yesterday, he had one goal: talk about the economy and his state again. He shouldn't be at. He shouldn't be spending millions of dollars. So he goes to play the old Mary tunes of craziness. And you can tell his bass, while still amped up and dangerous, you can see them kind of chilling out a little bit on this play. It may be on its way to being playing out. Not immediately. It's going to be They are going to be there for this election. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, you can see it in the faces of some people. Like, why the hell am I here in Las Vegas? It's 110 degrees out listening to, sharks and electric batteries. Either he was drinking. I don't know what the hell was going on in that interview, but maybe if you hear the actual interview, it may be a little bit, it may come off a little bit better. I don't know. But the thing is, he sounds like he's been drinking or something. But he did say that he sees some signs of dementia in his uncle. So he said he know what it looks like because some other relatives had it. Um, and they appeared all right, but they actually wasn't. And he's saying that even though Trump appears all right, he actually isn't. Point blank, he said he knows what he's talking about. So we're gonna be watching out, if we see signs of dementia in Trump. All right. Hmm. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Donald Trump has dementia? Early signs of it. Hmm. Now let's move on to the next story, y'all. Because we already been on here 1 hour, 33 minutes. We got about 20 some minutes left. So let's go ahead and get this done. All right. Okay, let's go from Trump. Hold on, let me do this too real quick, y'all. Hold on. And let me get a little water because that was a lot that I just read. This man talking all crazy and shit. Talking about somebody got dementia when he sounded like he drunk and shit. Allegedly. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else did I say I was going to talk about? So we did that. Okay, hold on. Y'all know that Phil Donahue passed on today or yesterday at age 88. Excuse me, y'all. Of course, let me see real quick. And I did put that up on my community post, earlier today. Um, let's see. So they say he passed on peacefully. He had a long illness. He was also surrounded by family members and his beloved golden retriever, Charlie. All right. So my condolences are expressed out to Phil Donahue's family, his friends, and fans. And my prayers are extended out to them, and may he rest in peace. Again, Phil Donahue passed on today. Well, I guess on Monday or either Sunday. He was 88 years old. All right. And y'all remember his talk show called the Donahue Show. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me take this story off real quick so I won't repeat it. Let's take that one off. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, we already talked about the North Carolina woman. It was another one, and it's about the lady who was unalived by the police. So anyway, I said that I do have the body cam. No, 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 no. Let me go over the one where the black lady was unalived um, by the white lady at the door. Y'all remember that story? Let me go to that one first, real quick. Let's see, what did I do with it? Hold on for a second, y'all. Let me find that story. I have a lot of stuff on my phone, all these different articles. I find this. Hold on. Can't remember what I did with it. Let's see. Hold on for a second. Let me see. Donald Trump. Let me take this story off here. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. We just did hers. Trying to look for this story. This is it right here. Okay, so I told you guys about this story last year. Okay, let me just see. Hold on, let me show you a picture of them too. This is the lady that was unalive. She was arguing at this with this lady here. Okay. And last year I went over this. I did a whole live on this. Okay. So this is the update regarding that. It's cold as crap here. Hold on, let me just go ahead and see if I can go to the whole thing. So their argument was the latest in dispute between the two neighbors over Owens' children playing on in a grassy area near both of their houses. Okay. Prosecutors said Owens had come to Lorincz home after her children complained that she had allegedly thrown roller skates and an umbrella at them amid a long running annoyance at their boisterous play outside. So the white lady, um, used to get angry, okay, because the kids would be outside playing, making a lot of noise like kids do. Allegedly, the lady, I remember when I went over this article and I told you guys that the white lady was accused of also calling them the N word, okay? And she also threw the skateboard at one of them, I believe, or something like that. Um, now, when the black lady came to this lady's door, the white lady claimed that she shot her because she was scared, because she feared for her life. She said that the black lady was knocking on her door very hard. She was yelling and things like that. She claimed that she thought she was in uh, imminent danger. Okay. Now, she also claimed that she had been harassed for most of the 3 years she lived in the neighborhood. Um, and that this lady was like, very, very crazy acting, threatening to her. Okay. Now, this lady fired through a metal door in supposedly self defense because of the black lady knocking on the door real hard. and yelling outside of the door, allegedly. So last year, like I said, I told you guys about this story. Now today I'm giving you an update regarding it, okay? Anyway, she was convicted on Friday, August the 16th. If that was Friday, whatever last Friday was, is the day she was convicted, okay? She was convicted of manslaughter in the fatal shooting of this lady. Now, the jury rejected, excuse me, her claims that she fired through a metal door in self-defense amid an ongoing dispute over children playing outside her home. Now, the all-white jury in Ocala, Florida, found 60-year-old Susan Lorincz guilty after 2.5 hours of deliberation. Susan faces up to 30 years in prison at sentencing. She had claimed self-defense when she fired a single shot with a .380 caliber handgun through her front door on June the 2nd, 2023, unaliving 35-year-old Ajike Owens. Okay, and during this time, you guys, I told you guys about a lot of disputes during that month. I told you about the little black boy who knocked on the wrong neighbor's door, thinking that he was at the right door to pick up his twin siblings. Okay, I told you about a couple people. One was black people who got shot at when they went to the wrong house in a car. Then I told you about a white couple who got shot at. I told you about a lot of things during that same time. All right. So this was just one of the stories that I told you guys about. All right. This lady tried to pretend like she was so threatened over this black lady, you know. But yet this lady was sitting up here calling her the black lady kids at the N word. She threw the skateboard allegedly. She was doing the most. She was very argumentative, racist, all types of stuff. And so when she said something inappropriate to the ladies, the black ladies' kids, the black lady came over there to find out what was going on. She was just knocking on the door, telling her to come to the door, basically trying to get her to answer the door, and she was, talking outside the door. That is no grounds for you to start shooting through the door. If your damn door is locked and you're not opening the door, why are you taking a GUN shooting through the door? Because you claim you feel threatened. If you feel threatened, then call the police. Better yet, just don't say shit. Just don't even answer the door. Don't say anything because the lady was behind a metal door. She did not even open the door. She didn't even unlock the door, if I recall this correctly. So how was her life in jeopardy if she never opened the door or unlocked the door? What she thought the lady was gonna bust down the damn door? A door is hard to break down unless you have a flimsy door, especially for a woman. Shh. So let's see what else they got here. Anyway, Circuit Judge Robert Hodges did not immediately set a sentencing date, but ordered a background check to be done, a background report to be done on Susan. Anthony Thomas, an attorney for the Owens family, said they would push for the maximum 30-year prison term. Owens' mother, Pamela Diaz, says she took some solace from the guilty verdict. She said, "We achieved some justice for Ajike. My heart is a little lighter. This has been a long journey to get to this stage, to get to this verdict. I find some peace with that verdict." Now, State Attorney William Glasson, whose office prosecuted the case, said it was a tragic reminder of the consequences of GUN violence, as well as not having self control. I wish you guys would start including that in there because a GUN cannot operate without a person pulling the daggone trigger. So you have to have some type of self-control, okay? Period. She didn't even have to get the GUN out. When the lady was knocking on her door, hollering, she could have just told her, "Step away from my door, or I'm calling the police," point blank. Or just don't say crap. Don't say anything. Anyway, the defendant's choice choices have left 4 young children without their mother, a loss that will be felt for the rest of their lives. While today's verdict can't bring AJ back, we hope it brings some measure of justice and peace to her family and friends. And this is what Glasson said in a statement. Now, during closing arguments, prosecutor Rich Buxman had said there was no evidence that Owens posed an imminent physical threat to Susan. Okay. He said it's not a crime to bang on somebody's door, it's not a crime to yell. There was no imminent danger whatsoever when she fired that gun. Now, a lawyer for Susan countered that she was frightened by Owen's aggressive action and was legally justified in firing her gun under Florida's Stand Your Ground law. An autopsy found Owens weighed about 290 pounds, um, making her much larger as well as younger than Susan. And the two had previous confrontations. A public defender says she can defend herself. She had a split second to make a decision whether or not to fire her weapon. But the thing about it is this right here, though. She really didn't have a need to fire a weapon because this lady never really, you know, got beyond the door. She was just knocking on the doors, yelling. Okay, you would have to basically really be pushing that door. And even though this lady was bigger, it doesn't mean she had enough force to get that door down. Now, Susan did not testify, but said in an interview with detectives that was played for jurors that she never intended to harm Owens. Still, in one 911 call, Susan told the dispatcher, I'm just sick of these children. Um, she was not in fear, she was angry, Buxman said. Now, Owens' family has expressed surprise no black jurors were selected for the trial, giving the racially sensitive nature of the case. There were protests in the black community when prosecutors took weeks to charge Susan with manslaughter, a lesser count than second-degree murder, which carries a potential life prison sentence. But the thing about it is, Susan is 60 some years old. Even if she get 10, 20 years, she's still gonna be super old when she gets out. So the thing is, I think regardless if she get 10, 20, 30 years, she'll realize what she did was wrong, point blank. Okay, so anyway, um, hopefully justice continues to be served on this lady. I hope they give her at least 20 years, really 30 years, but they probably won't. But at least get somewhere between that. You know what I'm saying? Because what she did was totally crazy. How the hell are you shooting through a door because you feel threatened? If you feel threatened, you just call the police. Don't say shit. Act like you're not at home. And another thing too is that she started it. You can't be cussing at other people's kids, calling them the Nigger word, and throwing a skateboard. You cannot be doing this and then you think that the parent is not coming over. That's why I said she should have said a damn thing. Don't answer the door. Just let the lady knock. If the lady didn't stop, then you call the police and let them handle it. But she probably would have left if the lady never said anything. Just let her ass knock on the door. Point blank. You don't get a GU in and start shooting through a metal door. Who does this? That's exactly why her stupid ass sitting right in jail right now. You know, possibly be sentenced to 20 or 30 years. Does not even make any sense. But I'm gonna tell you what, guys, I'm gonna keep you updated on that story because we want to see, how long she will get. Now, at this time, we do not know when the sentencing date will be because they did not set it. But like I said, I will be checking it. Okay, so what do you guys think about that story? Do you think that this lady acted in self-defense, or do you think that she was just doing too damn much? Point blank. Now, the next story, and I think this is the final one for tonight, is about because it's almost 2, it's 1:49 out here on the west. Oh, excuse me, I'm in the wrong time. I've been on here for an hour and 49 minutes, and it's 1:53. So let me go ahead and do this story real quick, and I'll probably have to do a whole separate live on this topic because once again, I think this lady was unalived. Let's see here. Let me see when this happened. This was last month, y'all, and so I'm probably just gonna do a whole nother live on this one right here, but I will run it down to you real quick. Anyway, a body cam video shows police fatally shooting New Jersey woman whose family told 911 she was having a mental health crisis. And I think I went over this story once before too. Body camera footage was released Friday showing the fatal police shooting of Victoria Lee, a 25-year-old woman whose brother had called 911 for medical help during her mental health crisis in Fort Lee, New Jersey last month. At least 5 Fort Lee police officers responded to the family's apartment on July the 28th, according to the New Jersey's Attorney General's office. After they were unable to get inside, one of the officers broke open the apartment door. Footage of the incident released by the Attorney General office shows. Within 5 seconds of forcing her front door open, one officer shot Lee in the chest, killing her, footage shows. Now, before her mental crisis, Lee was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Henry Chu, an attorney for Lee's family, said at a press conference Tuesday, Lee was harmless. Despite their efforts to prevent escalation and clearly communicating her nonviolent nature, the police respond aggressively and forcefully entered the apartment and fatally shot Victoria, who was holding a plastic water jar at the time. An investigation into the incident comes amid growing scrutiny around how police around the country respond to mental health crisis. Just 3 weeks before Lee was shot, Sonia Macy, a 36-year-old black woman in Illinois who had called 911 for help, was shot in her home. The day before Macy was unalive, her mother called 911 and said her daughter was having a mental breakdown but wasn't dangerous. Adrian Lee, president of the Korean American Association of New Jersey, said at a press conference Tuesday that the shooting underscores the urgent need to improve police training and respond protocols for dealing with individuals facing mental health issues. Mental health crises require understanding and appropriate intervention, not violence. Advocacy groups are also expressing concern that the shooting of Lee, who is Asian, might leave New Jersey's Asian community fearful of seeking mental health help. Lee's family is looking for answers after the shooting took the young woman's life. Victoria was a beloved individual with a bright future, and her loss is beyond words. The Lee family is committed to seeking justice and ensuring the full truth of this tragic event is revealed. Now, the fatal police shooting is still under investigation, and this is what the Attorney General office said on Friday. Now, CNN has reached out to Fort Lee Police for comment. CNN has also attempted to reach Chu and reach out to the Bergen County's medical examiner's office. Now, on the night of the shooting, y'all, Lee's brother made two 911 calls. Her brother Chris made two phone calls to 911 requesting an EMS, emphasizing her mental state in the presence of a small pocket knife she used for opening packages. The first call was to report that his sister was experiencing a mental health crisis and would like an ambulance to take her to a local hospital. After he was informed that a police officer would be accompanying medics, he asked for police not to come, but was told by the dispatcher that police presence was required for the medic's safety, according to an audio recording of the 911 call released by the Attorney General's office. Now, Lee brother then called 911 a second time, requesting to cancel the initial call, but was told that was not possible for mental health crisis calls and that police will arrive shortly. The call operator asked Lee's brother why he wants to cancel the call, and he responded that his sister has a knife, but that wasn't that, but that she isn't threatening anybody, according to the audio. She's holding the knife, he said, adding that it was a foldable knife. He should have never said any damn thing about a knife in the first place. Don't know if she's not doing anything with it, don't say anything about it. Damn. Anyway, 4 different body camera angles with portions pixelated or blurred show the moments leading up to the fatal shooting as police responded to the incident at Lee's home around 1:25 a.m. Eastern Time. Body cam footage shows a Fort Lee officer arriving at the family's apartment and Lee's brother opening the door. The officer asks if he is the person dealing with the mental health crisis and the one with the knife, to which Lee's brother says that the person is his sister. The door is opened again by a woman identified by the Attorney General office as Lee's mother, who was holding a barking dog. Lee appears in the background and says to close the fucking door while reaching over her mother and closing the door. Shortly after, at least four other officers arrive. The initial officer yells that he will break the door down, and someone identified by the Attorney General office as Lee is heard in the video yelling, "Go ahead, I'll stab you in the fucking neck." One officer is seen reaching for his gun but stops to grab Lee's brother to usher him away. Another officer steps in and escorts Lee's brother away from the apartment door. "We don't want to shoot you, we want to help you," another officer is heard saying in the footage. And then Lee responds, "Go home, pig." In police video, Fort Lee officers are heard discussing who wants to go lethal and less lethal. At least 2 officers, including the officer who fatally shot Lee, are heard saying that they will go lethal. At least one officer is heard saying he will not go lethal. Another officer says to the group that someone is going to get tools to open the door and adds, "Normally barricaded. We wait, but there is someone in there. We need to go." Footage then shows the officer who fatally shot Lee began to attempt breaking down the door by body slamming into it while screaming, "Open the door." Other officers are heard yelling at Lee to drop the weapon and that they will break the door down. When the door opens, footage shows Lee and her mother standing in the doorway, and Lee can be seen holding a large blue water jug and stepping towards the door. Footage shows an officer using a police shield in Lee's direction. "Drop the knife," one officer yelled. A knife was recovered at the scene, according to a news release from the Attorney General office. It's unclear from the footage if Lee was holding the knife when officers opened the door. Chu said Lee had dropped the knife before officers entered the apartment. The Attorney General's office said Lee approached the officers when she was fatally shot. After Lee was shot on the ground, an officer repeatedly yelled to put the knife down and then continued asking where the knife is, to which someone said, "Right there." The 4 body camera videos do not show if Lee had been holding a knife when she was shot. The officers who fatally shot Lee drags her into the hallway by her feet as she is asked if she is okay and to show officer where she was shot. Footage shows one officer is heard yelling for towels. Lee was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced unalive around 1:58 a.m., authorities said. The family is deeply concerned about the police's unnecessary use of lethal force, Chu said Tuesday. Anyway, they are calling for actions of the Fort Lee police officers, sickening. They're called, excuse me, y'all. These advocacy groups call the actions of the Fort Lee police officers sickening and demanding investment in more competent mental health services for people of all cultures. They said words cannot describe our grief or anger. And this was from AAPI New Jersey, said Friday in a joint statement with AAPI New Jersey, the Korean um, American Association of New Jersey and the Korean Community Center in Mekong Center for Community Action. The group said they worry that the killing will further discourage Asian American families from seeking mental health help for a loved one, which can already be a difficult task for the community. Hmm. That's a damn shame, y'all. Let me see if I can find the actual video real quick. Let me see if I can find that on TikTok so we can see it. Let's do this. Let's just copy that, put this on TikTok so we can find this on video real quick, and then we're gonna get out of here, y'all. Let's see. Turn this volume down real quick. Let's see if we can find it. See if we can get this body cam footage. This is it right here. Let me see if this is the whole thing. Let me see real quick.
Reaction to the body camera video just released by the New Jersey.
No, I want to see the actual body cam footage. I think it's this.
Shocking body camera video.
No, this is Sonya Macy's. Let's see if we can do the other one. They got Sonya up here. There's a lot. Let's see. No, that's the same one. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for the other one. They got a lot of Sonya Macy's stuff up here. You can't even find the other one. Hold on. I'm trying to find the other one. Shit. Is this one? Let me see if this is it right here. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. This. No, I want to watch it anyway.
This morning, a plea for justice.
No, this is not the one. Shit. Not the one. Okay, I keep on saying Sonya Macy more than anything. Let's see. So let me just show y'all this real quick. Maybe they'll show a little of it. Okay, let's see this real quick.
Reaction to the body camera video just released by the New Jersey Attorney General showing a woman in distress shot by police. Allie Bauman is outside the Fort Lee building where the shooting happened. In two 911 calls before police arrive, Victoria's brother tells the dispatcher that his sister is having a mental crisis and asks for an ambulance. The dispatcher tells him that police would have to be sent as well, and the brother calls back and tries to cancel that call, but the dispatcher tells him that's not possible. He tells that his sister has a foldable knife, and police arrive soon after, which is where the video starts, and we must warn you, it may be disturbing to watch. In the body camera video released by the New Jersey Attorney General's office, you see 40 police officers talk to the brother of 25-year-old Victoria Lee, who had a diagnosis of bipolar disorder and was inside the family's apartment on July 28th. As more officers arrive, we hear them discussing using lethal versus non-lethal weapons. A few seconds later, they break down the door. We're freezing the video before police fire a shot, hitting Lee. They pull her into the hallway as she bleeds and moans before she dies. Water gushes onto the floor, but it's unclear from the video if Lee was holding a knife. Earlier this week, her family maintained she was unarmed at the time.
The police responded aggressively and forcibly entered the apartment and fatally shot Victoria, who was holding a plastic water jar at the time. She was harmless.
Earlier this week, Lee's family described her as a beloved individual with a bright future and said they're seeking justice in her death. The New Jersey State Attorney General's office is investigating the shooting. From Fort Lee, New Jersey, Allie Bauman, CBS News, New York. Reaction to the body camera video.
Again, that is another travesty, done by the police. Okay. They already had a call warning them that this lady, Lee, had a mental situation going on, a mental crisis. Okay. So the thing about it is, again, I think that, they should have came in a different way. All right. A different way. And I also don't like the fact that her brother told them that she had a knife. They should have just kept that a secret, because when they got there, since they already knew that, they already came there, probably And I hate to say it, probably, I'm using the keyword probably, looking at the fact they may have to unalive this woman. So again, I agree with the lawyer, I believe, or the advocate person, or when he said or she said that they need to make sure that they train police officers for mental health crises, stops and things like that. And they also need to bring out people who can deal with this when you know that you're dealing with somebody with some type of mental health crisis going on. Because this right here, once again, is something that should have never happened. Let's see what some of these comments are saying. Somebody said, no one is safe. Call them at your own risk. So devastating. It just depends on the police that come there. Trust me, it really does. Um, Another commenter said they are not trained to handle those with mental issues. So then why send them? Why send them then? Another commenter said Victoria Lee clearly stated she would stab Leo if they came in. They came in and she went for them. Stop the bullshit against Leo. They were dispatched there. You can't fix crazy. Um, the thing about it is, again, they know they was dealing with a lady who had a mental situation going on, mental crisis. So therefore, if you know this, you have to approach the situation a little differently. I mean, for me, um, it's just not justified. And coming out there, pushing, breaking the door down. Um, Second, two, the brother called back and tried to cancel the call, and I can understand they still have to come out just to check, but still, send somebody out there that know how to deal with these type of people. I mean, they could have took a damn taser out. If she did have the knife in her hand, what is wrong with taking out a taser and tasing her versus shooting? That's like excessive force. They could have just used a taser if she had a knife in her hand, and then once they would have tased her, she's going to fall and the knife is going to drop. Point blank. Somebody said if a psychiatrist or a psychologist was there and they wouldn't have been able to talk, they would have been able to talk to her. And they could have convinced her. But you know what, huh? Let me tell y'all something. If they train police officers the correct way, the police officer can do that too. Okay, the police officer can calm down a person with a mental illness down too if they just take the time. And just if they do have to use some type of force, why do they always have to use that damn lethal force? Just basically shoot them right down. Why not use a taser? Gosh, why not use that to make them, still be calm, not calm, but to restrain them? Why not do that? Why did they have to shoot her? Let's see. Somebody said, I don't think they should have called the police. I think they should have gave her time to chill out. And they actually called the EMS. Okay, let's keep that right. But they said that it was required. It's a requirement for them to send out the police too. Let's see what else they got here. Somebody said what I said. A taser is just as fast. Why is shooting her the initial choice? I said the same thing. You can just use a taser. That's it. Just a taser. The taser is going to work. Somebody said the taser don't work, you pass on. Now it'll work. The lady had a knife, not a gun. You had 5 cops there. Somebody said, I blame her family for her unaliving. You never should have called the cops. I don't think he should have. He can call the cops because they probably didn't know what she was going to do. Bipolar, they do some weird stuff, some of these people. Not all, but some do. Depends on the stage. But the thing about it, I don't think they should have told the cops she had a knife. I just don't think they should have said that. I think they should have left that out. And they should have tried to calm her down, but they probably couldn't. Somebody said homeboy tried to cancel the order like it was a delivery service. I'm not going to read this comment because this is not true. Let me see. Somebody said Trump wants to give cops 100% immunity from prosecution. Vote blue for a better life. Yeah, we don't need 100% immunity. Some of these cops definitely need to be brought up upon charges and everything else for doing stuff. But the thing about it is, like I just said, you know, they already knew that this lady had mental health issues, okay? Bipolar, and she was having a crisis, okay? So they should have, when they got there, they should have been already talking about this before they even got there, how they should handle this, all right? I don't feel like they should be busting down on damn door. They should have knocked on the door to see if she was going to open the door. And then if she said no, just try to calm her down through the door. As long as she don't have a GUN where she can shoot through the door, just talk to her and try to calm her down. And then they could have used the taser. It's gonna work. They would have been close enough, not too close where she could actually, unalive them or whatever the case is, but far enough so in case she leaps out, she would miss. That's why you use the taser to just tase her. You stand far enough back. So if she does, try to use a knife or something, you'll be so far back you have enough time to go ahead and tase her and you won't get cut. Okay, and that's just on everything. That's the way that should have been done, or something similar to that. And they definitely need to hire cops or train cops, um, and give them more knowledge into how to deal with people who have mental health crises, point blank, how to deal with them. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this. I'll go over the story again. Some more stuff I have about it, either tomorrow, or either the next day. 'Cause I have a juicy story to tell you guys about, either today or either tomorrow. And I will give you updates on everything that I went over tonight. My condolences are expressed out to Lee's family, friends, and my prayers are sent out to them. And like I told you guys before, I don't care about the race of people and all that. If the police does something crazy, it doesn't matter to me about the race. I'm going to talk about it over here if I see the article. Just like just like the dude in him, and he is Latino, right? And he was gunned down. I showed you guys that video I think it was 2 weeks ago. He was gunned down, and didn't have to be. And the thing about it is that when we vote, we need to make sure we vote for the right people in office. We need to make sure that we vote, and we just need to make sure we're picking the correct people, and we need to read about them and things like that. Because for all this stuff to be allowed to happen, they got police out here, unaliving people, don't really know how to handle the situation in an effective manner. You know what I'm saying? You got them doing a lot. They're making it so hard for people to even trust the police because every day you hear of some situation where a police officer have done, something like this. It just doesn't make any sense. So of course they need more training, more mental health crisis training. They need to learn how to use that taser sometime versus doing lethal force with certain people. They just need to do all these things. Now let's see here. So anyway, I will keep you guys updated on that story as well as the other stories that I went over tonight. I enjoyed doing this live, y'all. It is 2:17, so it's time for me to go to bed. And thank you guys for tuning in. Let me go ahead and do roll call. Okay, I just want to say thank you to let's see, Dabber, Miranda, Jermaine, Vincent, John, Nightbot doing his job. Let's see, Shay Love, Nate the Great Podcast, J4, Tony Bands, to everybody in the bushes, to everybody who watches us in the replay. I think I got everything. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I think so. Make sure, guys. I think that was it. If I missed anything, trust me, I will let you guys know later on today, tonight. All right? So let me ask you guys to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content, y'all. And also hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos and subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and check out all my other videos. that I did in my shorts. And check me out on TikTok at Shades Too. All right. And don't forget, if you want to show additional support to the channel, you can do that by doing the Cash App $2 Shades Too. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and take this off. I'll put this back up here. I'm gonna go. We have forgot to put the music back on. It may be on. Shit, I'm halfway asleep now. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is on. I'll be getting sleepy at night. Saying all types of weird stuff. Let's take these banners down, y'all. And I'll see you guys. Hold on, it's act up. Let's see if I can take this shit off here. Let's take this off here. Wait, where's it at? The comments. I gotta go to the comments. Y'all, I did the wrong thing. Here it is. Yeah. So we need to take all this stuff down real quick. Take this off. And we need to put that one up. All right. So anyway, guys, good night. Good morning. And I'll see you guys in my next live. This is Shades Tube. And I am out, y'all. Peace out.